pulling up regular agenda item number 1 into the work session before the work session because that project and the applicant has asked for a deferral on that. So we will
economic development analyst. The agenda item tonight is for an IRB, an industrial revenue bond, and Gateway Revitalization Act incentive request. The applicant has asked to open and defer the public hearing until later.
Is there a date? We're looking at August 1st. Is that satisfactory to the applicant?
Yes.
So at this point, I would just entertain. Do I need to open a chair here?
You can, yes.
Open it and say continue.
Open it and then continue it to August 1st, yes.
So we're going to open the public hearing and continue into August 1st.
Yeah, that'll take a vote.
So do we need a second on that?
I'll second.
Second. And first and second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Passes 4-0. We'll see you August 1st. Thank you.
Nice video on the house.
Huh?
Said nice video in front of my house.
Oh, are you Doug? Can I get my 10 units for affordable housing?
Not a chance.
Not a chance? That's a nice quote. Not a chance, huh?
I'm all for it. 100%.
Well, then why don't you help us out?
Excuse me?
Why don't you help us out? You've got zebras, man. Help us with some affordable houses.
Okay, we can discuss that.
You just said not a chance.
No, you wanted 10 minutes of my time.
No, I want 10 affordable housing units. That's what I said. I don't need your time. I need your housing units for people that need houses.
You need to get your manners checked before you go in these meetings.
Huh?
You need to get your manners checked.
You don't understand what the citizens' responsibilities are, do you, Doug? You think you just take your money and run, don't you? I ain't playing with that dude. Gonna go film me a zoo now! I ain't even fucking around anymore. Freedom of speech is a bitch, Doug. Freedom of speech is a bitch, man. Freedom of speech is a bitch. The First Amendment is a bitch, man. Well, you really shouldn't have said not a chance when I asked you for 10 units. Well, that's not my problem. That's a soundbite, buddy. Well, if you thought I said 10 minutes and you said not a chance, either way, it's a soundbite for me. I'm going to be over filming your zoo. You better keep it quiet. I want 10 affordable housing units. When can I get them? Do what? Let's work on it right now. You got 10 units empty somewhere. Let's get them opened up and let's get some people in there living.
50% of our stuff is affordable housing.
You're not on the list with HUD. You're not over on the list with the housing agencies. And do you accept vouchers?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
You're not on the list over there? I asked you 2 weeks ago to contact them and get on the list over there so people will know you accept vouchers.
50% of my stuff right now qualifies for what you just asked for.
For vouchers.
And what's your average rent right now in all your units? Do you have that number?
I can tell you.
I'm not trying to make enemies. I'm trying to get people housed. And we're seeing people suck money out of this town right and left. And I got to tell you, that thing with borders offended people. That offended people. That $800,000, $900,000 request with the money you have, buddy.
38% of our studios are less than 715. The HUD amount is 753.
Okay, and how many of those studios do you have here in town?
This is just Lawrence.
This is just Lawrence.
Lawrence.
So you have 38 studios at that rate right now.
Yes.
Which is
Okay. And-
$35 under what?
Okay, $35 under.
56% of our one bedrooms are less than the 836 allowed for by HUD.
How many of those people are in there on vouchers?
If
don't
they've
know.
applied and been approved, they're in there, but I don't go through and keep track of.
You get me hard numbers, I'll put out the other side of the numbers, but I need affordable housing. We got people, Doug, we got people struggling. And when I got up there, and I talked about the people at Starbucks and places like that can't afford to live in this town, that's real. I went through that myself.
Okay, so put yourself in our shoes. We have a bunch of construction workers that are making the same amount of money they are. You don't think I don't care about where they live?
Pay them more. I'm serious. The way we look at it, Doug, we say sell a zebra and pay them more. That's the way we see it down here on the little scale, man. We're little guys down here. You're the big man on the block. I'm sorry that's the way it is. But you've taken a lot of money from this town and you've built a lot of big stuff, high-end stuff.
And you don't think I don't pay back?
I'm not saying you paid your taxes just like anybody else will.
When you take a lot, like where the Marriott is, right? When I bought that lot, it was paying $1,700 a year in property taxes. Our property taxes now are a couple $100,000 a year. So that's $195,000 a year gain to the city.
You're talking.
Where do I get those
But
appreciations?
and you didn't get those appreciations without your own appreciations. That's not the way business works. You don't go in there getting into high property taxes without having the high profits to offset it. I know better.
I'm just
Come
saying,
on.
if the city was collecting $1,500 a year, and now they're collecting $200,000 a year, how am I not helping the city? No, I'm just asking you.
Okay.
I barely graduated from math, but
So since I only make about what 120 a year, then I don't help the city near as much.
No, you do.
Because my money is not as big.
100%
But,
does.
but the point is,
Everybody
Doug,
listens
you
to
may
you.
pay a lot of taxes. But your taxes that you pay is pretty much a split the same way ours is. You're living on money that's being made. Those taxes are being paid as a part of it. And I don't hate on you, but you got to understand how we're seeing it down here. We're looking at somebody that's got everything he wants to do. And right now, if you wanted to get on a plane and jet off to Hawaii, there's nothing stopping you. And don't tell me there
I
is.
don't have time.
But you could. You could put it all in their hands and drive out of here and be done.
But
If
I
you
don't.
wanted
Hands
to.
on. I work every day just like you do.
I'm saying that you have the choice.
But I don't. I work every day
I'm
like
saying that you have that choice. You have that freedom. You have that luxury. You don't understand the trauma of what people are going through out there. That young
Yeah, I
woman,
know,
Jen,
man.
that was in here. Have you
Completely understand.
lived in a tent?
No. Well, take my kids camping, I do.
That's not even close.
I know it's not.
And what's going on out there
Who
is.
says I oppose? I mean, I have sympathy for all that. I mean, I 100%.
Then help us actually do something about it. You have a lot of leverage here. You have a lot of power and ability.
We have 50% of our stuff qualifies. And we probably do have people living there now that have qualified. I don't know. I can find out and get you those numbers. I don't know.
Okay, my contact is out there. I'd love to see the numbers on what is affordable and what's not. And I would like you guys to get in contact with the housing department here in town and get your name added to the list that accepts vouchers.
Shannon knows we accept vouchers.
Well, I went over there and I asked some pretty detailed questions and got a list from them, and they said, and she told me that these are all the people who have opted to be on our list. And what I want to see is I want to see First Management out there saying, yes, we do affordable housing. I want to see it out there and see it, hey, come here for affordable
We
housing.
can call Shannon tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's get more public about it.
Yeah.
All right?
We'll call Shannon tomorrow.
Thank you.